Morning everyone from a very unseasonal 12 degrees Aberdeen. What's the date? It's February the 2nd, 2024. So I thought I'd start off with where I left off the last time. And that was the Castlegate, heading down the way. So I'm going to go as far as Market Street and see what I can remember from the past. Still got a horrible chest infection, so sorry if it sounds like I'm heavy breathing or getting a bit coughing. But there we go. So there's a beautiful Castlegate. So over there we have Archibald Simpson's, which is a Wetherspoons pub. That building lay empty forever. Yeah, so nice to see it back. It's been open for an Archie Simpson's for years now, but at least it's not lying empty. So we'll go this way, which I'll stand on this side and film the other side. Over there's the Toll Booth Museum, which is the old jail from many years ago. Now I remember as a kid, so that would have been about 1980 or something like that, that my uncle, who was called Wolf Gregg, worked for the lighting department, and he knew the guy who had the keys for there, and he took me in when obviously it wasn't a kind of tourist attraction and open to the public. And honestly, we went up the stairs with torches, and I've never been so scared in my life. He thought it was quite interesting and amusing. I just wanted to get out as quickly as I can. But there we go, that's the toll booth. Always worth a visit, it's nice in there. And then we have the court building, which unless you're bad or a witness, you're probably never in there. So don't be bad folks, don't go in there. I think that's the council townhouse next to it after that. Not sure how well this will pick up. It might get a little bit noisy with the traffic, at least until we're past the bus gates, because the council seem to have ruined all that bit. Anyway, enough of moaning just now. So we'll toodle down here. Like I said, I remember the days that this place was all mobbed, but the bus gates and the internet and the lack of shops seem to have put paid to that. So we're now coming up to the old Esslemont and Macintosh department store. I remember that. That was always, when we were younger, that was always sort of seen as quite a fancy department store. It was nice. If you had a little bit more money, you went to E&M's. It's now Miller and Carter's Steakhouse, which, believe it or not, I've never been in. Allegedly it's very good. You can let me know in the comments. Miller and Carter. So the first building and the second building, they were E&M's. There's a lot of nice mosaic up above it, still saying the name. Not sure if there's anything actually up above it yet, or if it's just lying empty, which is a bit of a shame. It's probably lying empty. There is a sign that says 18,000 to 40,000 square feet development opportunity. No, there's a car going down, you'll probably get a ticket. What's over the other side? The Esslemont. What's that? Bar and restaurant. Okay, that's nice. If you look up, still has the walkway between the two buildings. I don't know the last time anybody was in there. It'd be nice if they opened up the stairs for something, but I don't know. What's that say? Max Pizzeria up there? I'd never even noticed that before. So there we go, Max Pizzeria. The old Esslemont and Macintosh sign still up, which is a nice touch. I remember it was a nice building. It was quite a nice store. I'm only going to go as far as Market Street in this one, so we'll have a look, see what we can get. Optical Express. I can't remember if there was anything ever really interesting up this way. I don't think so. Unless somebody's not happy across the road. Unfortunately, it's quite quiet today. CX Entertainment Exchange, change all your old games and phones and things in there. And William Hills and Ladbrokes. Well, there's the state of Union Street, I'm afraid, folks. Bookies, hairdressers, barbers, pound shops. Seems to be the way it's going. It used to be a proper thriving kind of place. Now it's budget, cheap and cheerful. Quite sad, really. McCombie's Court. I'll probably go down there when I get across the road. Here's the Adelphi. So have a look at that. There's a plaque there. honouring the bravery and sacrifice of William Fraser of Aberdeen Central Fire Station, who gave his life in the line of duty at Adelphi Court, Aberdeen, 2nd of March 1909. Hats off to you, sir. We'll have a look down at Adelphi. Oh, lovely. I remember there was a social club in the right hand side here. It's long gone. Just a cul-de-sac. That used to be a comic shop. Is it still a comic shop? It is. Asylum for the committed collector. Look at that. Still here. Oh, next to it, the Taste of Hong Kong. Can't recommend that place enough, actually. She used to be in the Aberdeen market, and then they demolished it, so obviously all the little businesses had to relocate. She relocated here. Can't recommend it enough. Love the food out of there. Oh, got down here. This used to be an estate agent or something. GM, what was that? George Mathers? Would that be right? Would that be right? I think so. The sign's still up there. Now, here's a little story to tell. At the end of here, still boarded up and whatnot, is well, what used to be O'Henry's. Now, when we were starting off in bands, back in about 84, 85, maybe late 83, that kind of time, we used to play a few places, just nothing much. And the guy that owned O'Henry's down here was a guy called Ronnie Manson. And he approached us, and you know, we were young, we weren't even old enough to drink legally. And we were quite a good band back then. And he said, would you like to play in O'Henry's on Saturday nights? So I've resident for a while. And we said, yeah, okay, sure. What's in it for us? He says, well, you can rehearse there all week for free, which was a bonus for us. Could leave the gear and whatnot. And then he said, I'm not going to pay you anything. So that, at that point, didn't sound like a very good deal. And we said, well, why are you not going to pay us anything? He says, you take the door money. Now, bearing in back, this was sort of 84, 85-ish. And we thought about it. I thought, we'll give it a go. Now, at the time, it was £1 to get in. And I remember working at Richards at the time, and we were paid £1 an hour, £1.10 an hour, something like that. And we thought, we'll give it a try. Well, O'Henry's at the time was an absolutely bouncing place. So when we came in, at the end of the first night, he said, right, there's your door money, guys. And I think it was something like £200 or £300 between us, which was just insane money at the time. So we were, you know, 40 or £50 each. And that was like a week's wages for one night. So, I mean, those days are long gone, but that was O'Henry's. Any memories? Put in the comments below. I think that's what the trendy people say now, is it? Goulash. Sounds Hungarian, is it? Let's go and have a look. Never been in here. Website goulashaberdeen.co.uk. Let's have a look. Never been in here. Doesn't say if it's Hungarian or not. Let's have a I've got Carpathian, Borshka, chicken, paprika, schnitzel of pork. That looks nice. Not quite sure if it is. Oh well, sure somebody will tell me. Anyway, now here was a social club, but that was that says me. It says the Aberdeen Trades Union Council and Social Club. Like most social clubs in the town, well gone, well finished, which is a shame. Lovely building. Oh, George Mathers is still here. Look, who knew? That's still a story. Anyway, yeah, well, there's a window open upstairs. I think that's probably just for fresh air, but it's been a while since anybody's been in there. Trade Social Club. Like most of them all shut down, which is a shame. Oh, never noticed that either. If you look up, there's a kind of newish engraved granite sign, says Green Valley 2007. What does that mean? Who's Green Valley and why would it be up there on an old building? Green Valley? Mean anything to anybody? Anyway, we'll come back out this way. So that was Adelphi. A couple of nice restaurants. Not really much else down here. Comic shop and that's it. There's the lane down to Market Street. If anybody's ever walked down there, you know it smells interesting. Yeah. Not a good interesting, by the way. Don't go down and I wonder what he said was it smelled like it's pee. There you go. Save you the trouble. Generally it's pee. So we'll come back out onto Union Street. We're only going to go down as far as Market Street and then we'll come back the other way. You always get some funny looks from people when you walk about with a camera and a gimbal. But hey, so where were we? We're on the other side, weren't we? McCombie Court's over there, so we'll go down there once we cross over. Usual story. Whoop. Camera's got a bit wonky there, sorry guys. Gimbal's decided it's going to go that way. That's it, thank you. So Ladbrokes, and then something closed. Was that a bank next to it? Was that a bank? Can't remember. Might have been. Looks bankish. Do they still have... I'm underneath it, hang on. This was H. Samuel's. And there's still pretty much a lovely clock up there. It says H. Samuel Watches and Rings. I remember it's now a Greg's, but we'll see that. But it's nice the clock's still there. It's a shame it's all broken and doesn't work. Maybe somebody can renovate it. It'd be nice to see working. Just a bit of old history there. Nothing much else here really. What's that, Virgin Money? I think that was always a Clydesdale bank. I remember it being a Clydesdale. Does Clydesdale even exist anymore, or are they Virgin Money now? Don't know. There's Union Street where the bus gates again start, and you know, what day is this, Friday? You would think it would be a lot busier on that, Friday 2024. It's pretty dead, folks. We're waiting across the road. There's, sadly, Marks and Spencer's is down there. They've just announced that they're closing that big store. That was a flagship store in Aberdeen, and they're going to move down to Union Square, which a lot of people aren't happy about, especially the elderly, because they can, most of the buses go to Union Street and it's handy for them. Now they have to go off to Union Street and walk down to Union Square, which is a bit... Oh, there we go, crossover. Excuse me. So I'll zip over here. So I'll do the other side now. Sports Direct on the corner. I remember... sorry folks, the camera's got a mind of its own today. It seems to be focusing on other things and turning upside down. There used to be a tobacconist on the corner there, I'm sure there was. And if I remember rightly, that was Fraser's. That was a big department store, Fraser's. Long gone out of Aberdeen. And their sister shop, Arnott's, was down Holborn Street. No, it wasn't. It was down George Street. It was down George Street. So that was Arnott's. No, Fraser's. What else was up here? What have we got? Sports Direct, so that's lying empty. What was that? Shack, Worldwide Food. I think that was a buffet place. That's closed. Evans Cycles. I think that's new. Evans Cycles new? Yeah, I think so. At least it's got a building in. Or a business in. Followed by Greg's. Definitely used to be the Jewelers. Nice clock up above it, but very broken. Next to it, vape shop. Well, that's nothing new, is it? Again, vape shops, Poundlands, pound stores, things like that in Union Street now. It's not much. Next door to that, another vape shop. I hate this camera today. Sorry for the tilting, guys. I'm going to hold it now. Past here. Aberdeen buses, busy. Oh. Hi Jerry. Hi Elsie. Never fails you bump into somebody here. Tesco Express. What was that? Was Tesco Express like a something or other? What do you call it? Like a semi-chem or something like that. I'm sure that was a semi-chem. Annie Moe's. Handmade furniture. A lot of it's handmade. It was always really cool. Been there for years now. Fair play to them for sticking in there. Premier. And then the side door of View. Now, here's what I remember about that. is it used to be when we were going to the ABC, and that was where you went in and it had a little booth that you bought your sweets and your juice from. That proper old-fashioned cinema. But I also remember that in the 80s they did what they called all-nighters, and they would show maybe 5 or 6 horror movies, and everybody queued up here about 9-10 o'clock at night, went in, and you didn't come out till about 7 AM the next day. So much fun. You never got to watch a movie seriously with folk larking about, but it was kind of expected. So that was ABC with the all-nighters. I think I saw E.T. in there. Don't know why I remember that. Definitely saw Flash Gordon in there. Another phone shop next to it. I've picked the wrong side to walk here. I don't remember this bus. Never mind. See if he moves and we'll get a better view. Phone Fix, British Heart Foundation. One of these, I can't remember which one of these absolutely was, remember the Strathdean Bakers, where they had little cafes and shops, and one of these was a Strathdean cafe, 100%. Scottish tourist people in the corner. And then nigh on, Cafe and Bistro. Dinner and drinks, breakfast, hot drinks, lunch and mezzy. I've often said that to people in Aberdeen. Would you like to go for a mezzy? Yeah. Brewdog up in the corner there. Brewdog used to be, what was that called? The Athenaeum. It was the Athenaeum for the years, closed down. I don't know if it closed down then became Brewdog, or, you know, closed down for ages and then Brewdog took over the building. Can't remember. Used to be a nice place. Haven't been in since I've been Brewdog. And come over this way. There's the top end. 12 degrees in February. Love it. There's a view of the sadly not very busy Union Street. Sad, eh? Nothing here. I think if any cars go down there, they get tickets now. Another money maker. There's Brewdog. Not a cloud in the sky. Brewdog. Pretty empty, but you know, it's early. G Casino. Now, what was it that used to be? What everyone wants. Sort of more budget store. It was what everyone wants, and before that it was, now I always get these confused, Grand Fair or Fine Fair. Grand Fair, because Fine Fair was the food. And that used to be the Grand Fair. I remember going there with my granny and granda, and I was always amazed because up the stairs at the back they had a little sort of landing, and they had a Space Invader machine there. Just about the first time I ever saw a Space Invader machine. Blew my mind. But that was Grand Fair. Grand Fair, then what everyone wants. States Code did the music for that. And now it's G Casino, which is actually a really nice casino. I've been in there a few times. It's really good. The Wig, used to be the Tilted Wig. Can't remember what it was before that. But Wig, Tilted Wig, it's been sort of open and closed a lot for the past 10 years. Which is a shame. It's a nice pub. But it's going the way most other pubs are. Now this, is this a Manny in the Green? This used to be down the Green in Aberdeen, but they moved it years ago. Maybe I'm imagining that. Nice anyway. What's that line? Looks a bit like a water fountain, that. Could that have been a water fountain? It's got a hole in his mouth. There's no... Oh, some nice carvings around it. Kind of scary looking. Don't know why. I'm sure this was called the Manny in the Green, and it used to be in the Green, but they moved it up here. Again, you guys will keep me right. Anything around this side? A box with a key. What's in there? That's always intriguing. The old crest on it. Anyway, that's me finished for up here. Sorry about the camera going a bit wonky. I'll try and get that sorted for next time. Oh, usual shouting and bawling from across at the court. Yeah. And there's a sheriff court annex. That's I think that's where the really bad people go. Across the road's the bad people, but these are the really bad people. And doesn't seem to be much happening in there today, which is always good. And there we go. Oh, I'll tell you what we will do. Come over here. Now again, somebody will quote me on this if I'm right or wrong. Across here, there is one bit of road that has never been sort of tarmacked over. Where is it? There it is. Now if I'm right, I think that's the site of the Gallows, where they used to hang people in Aberdeen. Here it is here. Now this could be, yeah, I'm pretty sure, because they used to say when you got hung in Aberdeen, the last thing you saw was looking down Marshall Street. And you wonder, well, why has that never been tarmacked over or whatever? And I'm sure that's the historical site of the Gallows. And that's the last thing you would see. And before you got hung. Again, let me know if I'm right or wrong, but I think that's right. I forgot about that there. That's good. And there we are, folks. A very sunny Aberdeen, February 2024. It's nice. Drop your comments below, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.